Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Right, hello everyone and welcome. We are here for the second race of Season 2 at OFR here in Division 1. We've got 14 drivers with us today, soon to be 15 when Mats finally makes it home. But we are starting quali and we are in Hungary today. I think it's going to be a really interesting race today. Hopefully my co-commentator Havoc will be joining us in around 5 or 10 minutes, but for now it's just me. We've just got notification that it's going to be dry all around, so it looks like D1 has all the luck again, and I imagine it's going to be pouring it down with rain in D2 because that's always what seems to happen, and it's always Maximus's fault apparently. So yeah, as I said, we're riding in Hungary. Extremely difficult track around here. It's a very narrow track. So many elevation changes, so many off-camber turns that are causing the cars to oversteer around here. I've been attending lots of practice sessions throughout the entire week, and the setup is going to be absolutely key here. Now, I believe there's going to be 35 laps. We're doing a 50% race, sorry, with 35 laps, and one thing to point out is that the fastest tyre around here, which is a soft in a single lap, it is very, very difficult to take that more than 3 laps competitively. After that, you're looking at about 5 or 6% tyre wear for each tyre, apart from the front left, when you're looking at about a 7 or 8% wear each lap, and they're going to fall off completely after only around 6 or 7 laps. So it'll be very interesting to see if any of the drivers today actually choose to qualify on that really difficult soft tyre. I think it's going to be mainly medium qualifying tyre, or maybe hard by some of these faster guys. Max may put in a hard time, and possibly Stinson too. But apart from that, it's, if you're looking at a 1-stop, it's medium hard. If you're looking at a 2-stop, it makes sense to go medium soft and have soft tyres at the end of the race for the last 5 or 6 laps. But it's all to play for. We're not really sure what these drivers are going to do, and we do have a Red Bull about to start his hot lap. It's Pitch Black, one of these new D1 drivers, so let's ride on board with Pitch and see how he gets on. It's a 14-corner circuit, clockwise circuit as well. Let's jump on board and see how he's doing. So you can see he's got his DRS wide open there. He is coming into turn 1 now, slightly downhill, brakes just before the 50-meter board there, turns in, drops it down into second, early upshift into third, opens up that DRS again. We've got yellow in sector 3. It looks like someone came off, but they're back again. And he's now turning into turn 2. Really fast right-hander at turn 3. You need to push your car to the left so you can turn in nice and early into the right. Then you've got this big, long, used to be DRS straight going uphill. Really fast turn 4 there. He's lost it. He's almost lost it. He's almost lost it. He's had to lift slightly. And he's going through turn 5 right now. That's one of the slightly off-camber corners where it's really easy to spin if you come into contact with this curb even slightly. It's really easy to invalidate through that chicane at 6 and 7.2 that he just went through. But here he comes through turn 9 now. Really difficult set of corners because it's a lot of warping the throttle. You want to go on and off, not really braking anywhere. But he's managed to go round that really tricky turn 11 in 6th gear actually. He brakes at about 70 meters as he's coming into turn 12. We've got Max off already. Max has DNF. Is he I can't see his car anywhere on track. Oh, there it is. It's just after turn 3. I wonder what happened to Max there. But anyway, we're watching Pitch Black come around the final corner. He's nice and early on the throttle, full throttle before his car's even straight. And he crosses the line with a 1:18.6 on the medium tyre. That's not a bad time at all. But Max is currently out of the race. What happened there? Well, out of qualifying, I beg your pardon, but what happened there? We'll have to wait and see. But now we've got Scotty, who's on a hot... No, I think he's just done his hot lap. Yep, he set a 1:19.2 on the hard tyres. Another pretty decent time. AJ goes 4th on the hards with a 1:21. He's just got a brand new setup. He's got a brand new wheel, a brand new base for that wheel, and he's also got brand new pedals as well. So you might see our champion of the world, AJ, driving a little slowly for the next few races, or slower than usual anyway. But as he adapts, I'm sure he's going to come back even stronger. But yeah, he's got a brand new wheel. He managed to save up and get a really nice Fanatec wheel. I can't remember the exact type, so I won't try and say something wrong here. But it is one of the upper end ones, I suppose. And yeah, congratulations there, AJ, champion of the world. And I'm glad OFR could help you out a little bit there. But we've got some other cars coming up on their outlap. Stinson's on his outlap, one of these drivers, one of the fastest drivers on track and in the league right now. He's going to be doing a lap on the hard, so we'll stick with him. He's only going through turn 2 right now, actually, so we'll jump down the field and see who else is about to start. It looks like one of the Force Indias. There we go. It's Tommy. He's about to finish his lap. Tommy in the Force India there. Teammate to Izat, I believe. Izat's gone fastest with a 1:18.3 on hards, and Tommy goes second with a 1:18.5 on the mediums. So as I said, no one's on the softs right now. Because, yeah, it's just the worst tyre to start on. Unless there's a safety car miracle and you find yourself 20 seconds ahead, it's not going to be a good idea. And we've got AJ crossing the line. He's just crossed the line and he's gone third with the 1:18.5. Not seen any of the Ferraris out on track yet. We've got Vilsek here, who's getting really scruffy there as he's going through turn 6 and 7, just outside of the chicane that was. Just gone through turn 8 there, and now 9. And for 11, he's on his warm-up lap. You can see him warming up the tyres there. I'm just going to hopefully start this telemetry app actually and see if we can get some useful data from it. Let's choose the Ferrari and see if he's on track. Let's just start this again. Anyway, Vilsek is starting his lap now, so we'll ride on board with him and see how he gets on. So he's coming up slightly uphill and now into the downhill as he's approaching turn 1. Brakes at about 75, a little bit earlier than some of these other drivers. He is on the hards though, so let's not forget that. DRS wide open all the way up to 4th gear already. Early up pushing to 3rd we saw there. A lot of drivers are doing here. Into turn 2, he's a bit hesitant. He suffers from a bit of understeer there. He's having to correct it. Full speed all the way through turn 3 there as well. That's nice to see. Let's see how he does turn 4. You can cut quite a bit of that, but he's gone a bit wide and he's invalidated. There you go, you can see the track light up red and he has invalidated his lap. Now his teammate Lika is on a hot lap as well, so let's see how he gets on. Just starting his hot lap now. You can see that DRS wide open. Let's ride on board with him and see how he does. So it looks like it's going to be, yes, similar braking zone, a little bit earlier than these other guys. He's braking at about 75 meters there. I don't think that's what we're usually seeing with these other drivers. It's nice and early upshifting through turn 4 actually. 3, beg your pardon. Comes through turn 4, gets a bit of oversteer there. He's having to correct. He's gone purple in the first sector though, so he's not doing too bad as he goes around turn 5. That almost hairpin turn that's really off camber and you need to be careful. We've got a Force India off ahead of him. It looks like that's Izat as Lika takes a bit too much curb there and he's abandoned his lap. He knew that he wouldn't be able to put in a competitive lap after that mistake at turn 7, so he's abandoned his lap as well. We've got a Red Bull about to cross the line and start a hot lap. Is that Stinson? It's not Stinson, it's his teammate Pitch Black, but Stinson's not set a time yet either. I'm not sure if he's going to be coming into the pits now, but he doesn't look like he's invalidated his lap either, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. I'm just going to quickly check the stream to see how you guys are getting on. I'm doing alright, but thanks for asking. We've got a lot of activity in the stream right now, which is nice. Hopefully we can get some more viewers as the time goes on. We're still in quali. We've done 8 minutes of the qualifying now. We've got Izat in first so far with a 1:17.8 on the hard tyre. Nearly a second ahead of second place Scotty on the hard, which is with a 1:18.4. So he's just half a second ahead there. But let's see if Stinson's going to come into the pits. No, he's not. He's starting a hot lap. Great. So let's ride on board with him and see how he gets on. I don't think he set this up very well, actually. He was a bit late on the throttle, but let's see if it works out for him. So he's staying in 7th gear. There you go, brakes at about 60 meters. That's a lot later than some of these other guys. Turns in, opens up the DRS, early up shifting to 3rd, and he's now in 5th. Let's see where he brakes as he's going into turn 2. He keeps it tugged on the inside. He brakes at about 25 meters there. Pushes it to the left so we can get a nice exit out of turn 3 there. And he starts going uphill now at the end of sector 1 into turn 4. Really fast left-hander. You can take a lot of curb there. he had a pretty decent sector 1 time as well. He's being a bit hesitant as he's going around turn 5 there. You need to be hesitant there though, as I've said many times before. Takes a bit too much curve, that pushes him wide slightly, but he manages to correct it. He's doing okay. Just gone through 8 and 9. You can see him lifting there but not braking to make sure he can keep up his momentum. He chooses his line as he's going into turn 11 right now. He lifts half throttle, stays in 6th, kisses the curb on the outside and approaches the downhill turn 12. Turns in there as he's coming up to the middle of sector 3. Another off-camber turn here, which you can't really tell, but the exit of the turn is off-camber and the entry is on-camber, so it's really tricky to get the steering and throttle combination right there. But here he comes through turn 14. Opens up his DRS, and let's see what time he does. He's only got 3rd, so I think he was being a little bit hesitant with the throttle there, and he's put it a 1:17.9, which is still a very remarkable lap on that hard tyre. But wow, Pitch Black in the meantime has gone on the soft tyre, and he's only 600ths up on Izat's time on the hard. So if there's no safety car, I don't think that was a good choice, because he's not going to be able to beat that time on the mediums or hards now, and he's going to have to start on the soft tyres as he gets a little bit scruffy coming into the pit lane there. But that's an interesting choice in tyre. We also have Vilsek on the soft right now as well. And we've got Santu, who's also set a time on those soft tyres. He's just put that in right now. So we've got a few guys committing to this. Now, we're not entirely sure if Santu's actually going to attend the race. Maybe he's just trying to get those qualifying points in for the MVP award at the end of the season. Who knows? But he has put in his time on soft tyres. That's interesting there. And we've also got Fury on the soft tyre too. Vilsek's on an outlap right now, so I'm going to jump to Vilsek. Because he's on the softs, and I wonder if he's going to try and put in a competitive time on the softs. You can see he's storing up his ERS, so he may just abandon the lap at the end. He is still on the outlap, let's not forget. He's warming up his tyres, but surely he's not going for a fast, soft time here. Anyway, let's see if we can get his telemetry up. And we've got it here. So we're riding on board with Vilsek. His DRS is wide open right now. He's going into turn 1. Brakes with about 100% brake pressure. He stabs it there and he's gone deep. He's gone deep already. So in a few races time, you're going to be able to see this telemetry on the screen. But right now I can just see it here, and I'll give you as much info as I can. But Vilsek has unfortunately gone off the road into turn 1. He's turned his ERS down. He's keeping his tyres warm, and he's going to probably go for another lap here. We've got AJ and Anders in front. And we'll keep an eye on Vilsek's tyre temperatures too. So the surface temperatures are around about 90 degrees, mid 90 degrees right now. You want to be careful on the front left tyre as much as you can, because that's the one that heats up too much. And since this is a clockwise circuit, it's going to be getting the most load, and it's going to make these right-hand turns a lot harder to grip and keep traction if you're overheating it. But right now, he's got that front left surface all the way up to 105 degrees, whereas the rest of them are only on 90. So you can see already there is a big imbalance on the tyre temperatures here, both internally and externally. But we're going to stick with him because I really do want to see if he's going to put in a fast time on these softs. We've got AJ in first right now on the mediums with a 1:17.6 and Pitch Black in second with a 1:17.8. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. We've got a Red Bull off the track right now. Is that Pitch Black? I think it is. He's struggling in turn 1 right there. But we're going to jump back up to Vilsek. He's come into the pit, so he's not committing to those soft tyres. Let's see if he puts the mediums back on. But we're going to jump up to Anders, who's just started his hot lap now, and we'll see how he gets on here. So Anders is in the Renault. Looking at his telemetry as well, his fastest is a 1:18.9. Yep, that's correct. Again, that front right is getting heated up a bit now as he's going through that left-hand turn, but now it's shifted over to the left. Comes up into turn 4. How much does he take? He cuts a fair bit of that corner, but not as much as you can, so we might want to work on optimizing his entry into that corner there, but it is a very difficult one. brakes at about 55 metres as he comes up to the chicane at 6 and 7. He's got a car in front of him and needs to get out of the way. Oh, and Santi's blocked him. Santi has blocked him. Oh, that wasn't good to see. He's going to have to, but he's abandoned the lap. You can see he's turned his ERS all the way down, and he's going to have to go again. He didn't touch Santi, thankfully. He has got off the road now, but running along the grass is going to really affect those tyres there. Oh, this is not good for him. He might have to come in again, but will he have time to make it back round? I don't know. Now, Lika is on an outlap right now. Where is he? He's just gone through turn 1, so we'll skip him for now. Simon's just gone through turn 3 as well, so we'll wait until he gets a bit further round. Anders is just coming around the final corner now. He's staying out, so we'll stay on board and we'll see how he gets on this time. So he's still got enough ERS to last him the entire lap. I think an entire lap's around 60% here if you keep it in overtake. So braking at about 75 again, not the latest of the brakers here. It does allow you to turn in a bit earlier than usual, but currently it's not so bad. So coming into turn 2, this really tricky downhill turn, you want to just tuck it on the inside, but as soon as you get on the throttle too early, it pushes you so wide, so you need to be careful there. But he is doing well through turn 3 on the uphill now, in gear 7. Let's see if he brakes here. He does brake slightly, takes a nice amount of curb on the inside. That is how you want to take that corner. That was very nice to see. Bit hesitant on the throttle out of 5, but again, you need to be. Brakes at about 50 metres, turns in, keeps it in 3rd gear here. No early upshift into 4th, though he rinses out 3rd gear there. Brakes slightly, and he's probably just going to lift here instead of braking, which he does indeed. He's going to go full speed through turn 10 here, and lift slightly as he goes through 11. End of sector 2, he's 6/10 up on his time right now, so he's looking at a 1:18 so far if you take into account the first sector time as well. He does have another car in front of him again, but hopefully he won't lose too much downforce. He's just coming through the final corner. He's just coming up to the final corner now at turn 13. Castle's just come into the pits. He gets nice and early on the throttle. He could have been a bit earlier, actually. He still had some room left on the left-hand side there, but he crosses the line in 3rd with a 1:17.8. Remarkable lap on those medium tyres there. So it's currently AJ in 1st with a 1:17.6, and Pitch Black in 2nd with a 1:17.8, and then Anders with a 1:17.8, just 500th down the road in 3rd place currently. Now, looking at those who are going to be rivaling this, Izat is currently heating up his tyres. He's getting his car prepared, going to turn his ERS up any minute now, and he is going to go and hopefully get this result for Racing Point. So let's jump to his telemetry. And here he goes. So he's got his DRS wide open there. His fastest lap currently is a 1:17.876. His last lap was a 1:24, but that was the warm-up lap. He's already full throttle before he even got his car straight again out of turn 1 there. Really nice to see. He tucks it in. You can see there's a little bit hesitant. He's doing small corrections on the wheel. He is really pushing here as he goes through turn 3, full throttle. He brings it up to 7th. Let's see if he can take a nice amount of curb on the inside. He does! He takes it just like Anders, and that was really nice to see there. He managed to keep his car on the track as he was coming out of turn 4 as well. Nice entry into 5 and exit from 5 as well. He brakes really late at turn 6 and 7 there. Takes a lot of curb but doesn't invalidate. Turns into turn 8. Lifts slightly and goes through turn 9. He brakes slightly through turn 9. Not seen that yet from any of these drivers. Here he comes through 10 full speed. Little lift into. He brakes again. He's braking and throttling instead of just letting off. That's an interesting strategy here. Let's see how it works out for him. He's just coming up to the 3rd to last corner now at turn 12. Tricky hairpin at 13, off then on camber. Early upshift into 4th. Brakes, brings it down to 3rd. Another early upshift into 4th there. He keeps his car on track, kisses the curb on the outside. What's his time going to be? He's got fastest! He's got 1:17.0 on those medium tyres. Absolutely remarkable. Now, we've got a McLaren coming into the pits. Who's the other? Oh, it is Simon. He's gone into the pits, so Simon's going to have to finish in 11th there on those softer tyres. And we've got Scotty coming around the corner now on the medium tyres. What can he do? He goes 3rd! Scotty goes 3rd with a 1:17.5. Another absolutely fantastic lap. Now we've got a Williams behind us. AJ on the medium tyres. He's got his ERS set to highs. He's coming around the final corner now. What can AJ do? We've got a Ferrari behind him as well. It might be Lika, but let's see if AJ can take first. No, he can't. He's gone 3rd and coming down. It's Lika's coming to the pits, and so is his teammate. So Lika's starting in 7th. And Vilsek all the way down in 10th. Not a good qualifying day for Ferrari here, as we see the Red Bull come in as well. Anders is going to be coming into the pits. No, he's coming into the pits. And I think that's going to be it from everyone. We have got Santi, who is still on a hot lap, actually. Let's see what Santi can do. Oh, that's AJ, sorry. Santi's coming into the pits now, yeah. So that's everyone. So, in first place, we've got Izad with a 1:17.0. We've got second place Santi on the softs with a 1:17.1. And in third place, we've got AJ with a 1:17.5. Now, a bit further down, we've got Scotty with a 1:17.5, Pitch with a 1:17.8, and Anders with a 1:17.8 as well. A lot of these drivers are in the mid to top 1:17s right now. You can see how bunched up this grid is. Now, Stinson only got a 1:17.9, and he's in 9th place. Not sure what happened to him, but I was expecting him to at least qualify second or first here, at the very least. But other than that, it's a bit surprising to see Castle so far down as well. I wasn't expecting that from him. But I think this is going to be a nice start to the race because not just the fastest drivers are in front, they're spread out through the midfield as well. And it will give these mid drivers a bit of a chance to do some overtakes and battle with these top drivers. So yeah, absolutely great qualifying there. Max, the only one unable to set a time, unfortunately. He needs to get his act together. He really does. But yeah, great qualifying. So I'm just checking what's going on in the stream right now. Yeah, I think, Bert, you're right. These softs will be completely useless after around 2 or 3 laps. Stinson saying that he did a mediocre lap on hards but blew it on the mediums and didn't have enough time after. That's really unfortunate. But we are on the grid now. We're just letting people do their setups and so on. So let's see. I'm also going to pay attention to these guys' tyre temperatures just to give you guys who are watching an idea of what their surface and internal temperatures are and what you kind of want to aim for when you are starting. So any D2 and D3 drivers that are going to be racing with us later today and tomorrow, and this might be useful info for you. But thankfully no one has readied up yet, so I'm just going to take you through a quick lap guide. So it's a 14 corner clockwise circuit, very, very tricky. It's a very technical track. If you mess up in sector 2 at any of the corners, you're going to lose about a second overall because you just lose all your momentum, and it's really difficult to get it back until you get to sector 3. It's really easy to go deep into turn 1. We might see a few dive bombs there, as we did see in the real F1 race for the past 3 years actually. Turn 2 is a pretty easy corner. Coming to the end of sector 1, sorry, going up into turn 4 is a really fast left-hander there that you need to be careful on. You want to cut as much as it is possible to help your car rotate and avoid the outside of the track on the exit of 4, but if you take too much, you will get an immediate penalty. This track is not forgiving on penalties at all, and you will be dishing them out as quick as possible. There's a really tricky almost hairpin at turn 5, a really long right-hander that's off camera as well, and there's a tricky chicane following that 6 and 7. Again, a really easy place to invalidate your lap because the curbs are so large there that it seems like you can take more than you actually can, and it's just so easy to invalidate. The only other tricky corner after all of those, I would say, was turn 13, another place where we might see some dangerous moves looking down the inside, but if you come into contact there, I got a feeling both cars are going to spin. But yeah, it's going to be a 35 lap race, I believe. We've got a lot of these guys starting on the mediums, a few starting on the softs, which are going to run out after a few laps, and the rest starting on hards. Optimal tyre strategy, I reckon it's going to be a 2-stop. And if not, it's going to be a 1-stop. But I don't think anyone's going to be able to finish the race on a 1-stop and finish first, sorry, because the speed that you get, which we've seen in real F1 as well, as soon as you switch to a softer compound towards the end of the race, the speed advantage you have and the undercut works so well that you kind of want to, get on the softs as quick as possible. So we've got a notification from our admin Maximus that we're ready. We are ready, so let's give him the notification and we should be readying up now. Right, so we're on the formation lap right now. I'm going to jump on board. Let's see, we'll jump on board with Izat to see what type of temperature he can get his tyres up to. Let's just set up the spectator menu as well to make sure everything's okay. We'll keep the position change for now, and we'll keep the interval there too. Yes, that looks okay. So, Izat's temperatures, when I read them out, they'll be front left, then front right, then rear left, then rear right. So he's currently on 84, 95, 90, 92 surface and 103, 100, 197 internal. And I'm going to keep an eye on this to see how he does as he's going through these really fast and off camber corners as well. So there, as he went through that really fast left-hander at turn 4, and as he's going through again, left-hander, sorry, and he's going through this really fast right-hander as well at turn 5. Because the weight of the car is shifting to the outside of the car, he's gaining around 5 and 6 degrees internally just through that single corner alone. He's managed to get the surfaces up to around 100 evenly, so he is doing pretty well on that, apart from his rear left, which is only at 90 right now. His internal temperatures, however, are all around 95 degrees, so he's actually doing a fairly decent job there. So now, looking down the field, let's choose his teammate. He's actually got a lot more heat into the front of his tyres, but less heat into the rears. His rears internally are only 80 degrees compared to his teammates that were around 90 or even 100. So you can tell Izat's doing a far better job getting warmth into his tyres there. And let's just look at one of the Ferraris too. We're looking at 93, 80, 82, 80, so they're not as warmed up as Izat's either. So taking that information into the start of the race, let's see who gets the best start. So we're just coming around the corner now, and we're going to be lining up. Thanks to everyone who's joining us. Hopefully this is going to be a really interesting race. Carter, nice to see you here in the stream. You too, Bob. But other than that, let's get this race started. So, Izat's just waiting for the last cars to come in. You can see Matt's there, who finally joined us in the end there. And now we're going to be riding on board with Izat. Tell you what, we'll jump to 3rd place, AJ, just to see how the guys in front get on. Right, and away they go. So, Izat actually got a pretty decent start there, but so did Santi too, and so did AJ. AJ's already having to defend slightly. We've got a few cars, especially the Alphas, overtaking each other there. So one of the Alphas has moved up. We've got a big dive bomb by a Red Bull there. Oh, I think that was pitch black. I think that was pitch black there. We've got this virtual safety car, and AJ has come out in front here. Izat in 3rd, and Santi in 2nd place. I'm not sure which Red Bull that was. It might have been Stinson. He's right in last place. I really don't know who that was. But it was not a good start to the race there. Let's see if anyone in the stream could see who that was. Alpha has damage. Alpha has damage. Unlucky there. But yeah, there's still a virtual safety car out right now. We'll wait for it to come in. But AJ somehow has come out on top. He's not looking too laggy on the stream either. Okay, now I'm just going to quickly jump to the back. So we've got Matt's still in last place, so nothing changed with him. We've got Fury moving 3 places down. Max gaining a position. Stinson moving 3 places down. Vilsek moving 1 down. Atomic saying it was Stinson. It was Stinson who did that big dive bomb there. So I think he just, I don't know, maybe because the racing line has disappeared. We've got the safety car in, so I'm going to jump back up. But maybe because the racing line has disappeared, he didn't realise where his braking point would be because so many cars were blocking the meter boards. But AJ's got a pretty decent gap from pitch black there. And we've got a little bit of battle going on between the Williams and the Force Indias and the Alphas too. That's Scotty and Shorty in the Alphas. They're battling hard. They need to give each other a bit more space here because they're only going to lose out to the cars behind because those in front of them have broken away a little bit now. But we can see Leica's already up to 6th place now. He's gained 1 position. Anders has dropped down 1 as well. And Shorty has moved up as well. Leica's about to make a move. He's looking down the inside. Is he going to be able to brake later? He is. Braking later. He's looking down the inside though. Is he going to be able to keep it? I think he is. And he's moved up into 5th place. Shorty having to give away and concede that position now. But will he look down the inside? He really is looking down the inside into turn 2. Leica's gone really deep there. He's Leica spinning. No, he's not spinning, and he's managed to keep that 5th place. So good job, good battle there, boys. So there's a bit of a battle going on now between 5th place. It's Leica, Shorty, Anders, and Vilsek. There's a bit of a Ferrari sandwich going on between this Alfa and Renault right now. But Vilsek's going to want to look to pounce as quick as possible there. Now looking a bit further down, we've got Mats engaged in a battle too. So I'll quickly jump to Mats. he's not that close behind. He's got a bit scruffy as he came out there. We'll jump up to Max because he's closer now and he's joined in on that battle for 5th place. There's a big train going around the track for 5th all the way down to 9th right now. I imagine Simon will be joining in on this soon, but it's just so difficult to overtake in sectors 2 and 3 here that you need to get it done just on the end of sector 1. Now, Santu's moved down and Tommy's moved up and taken 3rd place right now. But while that's going on, we've got still Shorty pressuring Lika, who's going to have a great run out of here. And now Lika's pressuring Santi as well. So Lika might be able to get an overtake done on Santu here. Let's see if he can. He's a bit too late, I think. He is a bit too late. Santi going a little bit wide, but manages to turn that car in, and Lika staying behind. Now Shorty's going to take advantage of that very soon, but Max right now is just 2/10 behind Vilsek as well. Just seeing what's going on the stream. Yeah, we've got a few people commenting on that lap 1 turn 1 incident. Carter saying that one of the Red Bulls didn't brake in time, which is fair. I think that is what happened. That's just a fact. And there was a bit of an incident, brought out a virtual safety car. Vilsek going really wide, and now Max is taking advantage of that. Ooh, Vilsek jumping around on the stream a bit there. Max is, he's going to have to cut the corner. Let's hope he doesn't get a penalty for that, because Vilsek was jumping around a bit, and he did have to avoid that. Looking up again, Lika's very close behind Santi. We've got 2 cars in front going really wide at turn 11. Coming into turn 12 now, Lika being a bit hesitant. I'm not sure if he's being too hesitant there, but he's allowed Santi just to jump away slightly. Now, Santi is really close behind Tommy as well, so there's going to be a big amount of slipstream as we see Pitch Black in. So Pitch Black was on those soft tyres and he's pit on lap 4. Lika's got an amazing exit out of turn 14 there. Is he going to be able to... Santi's jumped down the inside. He's going to be defending on the inside. Lika's looking down the outside. He's already got the overtake done. Can Santu outbraking? No, he cannot. And Lika has now moved up into 3rd place. Stinson is down in last place right now. Let's just quickly see if he's pitted. I'm not sure why he's so far behind. He has, he's pitted. He's gone on to... Let's see what tyres he's on. He's gone on to the medium tyres. Interesting. So we've still got Santi chasing Lika, and I'm going to jump down to Max and Vilsek because these two are still fighting right now. If you guys in the stream... Oh, Max getting... I think he's just getting a bit of network issues there. He wasn't that messy. But if you guys can see anyone else battling in the stream, please let me know. And we'll see, and I'll see if I can read that whilst commentating as well. We've got Shorty pretty close behind Santi again, and Vilsek has dropped down 2.6 seconds off Anders. So he's now no longer in that battle for 3rd place, as Lika is pulling away a 10th of a lap right now on Santu. So we're going to jump to the closest on track, which is Anders and Shorty. Oof, looking really messy there as though going into turn 12. And now at turn 13 is really tricky hairpin. Shorty's really close behind Santu. Santu's still on the soft tyres, so he will have to pit soon, let's not forget. And that might be why, actually, that Lika was so easy to overtake him, because the grip are just falling off as we see another driver now ahead. You can see Shorty overtakes Santu on the entrance into turn 1. And these tyres are falling off for Santu right now, so well done, Santu. You chose the wrong tyre. Right, so now we've got a little bit of battle going on between Simon and Vilsek. Great to see Simon, the recently promoted D2 driver, now in D1, battling with these D1 guys. He's going to be making a move on Vilsek pretty soon, actually. Vilsek is dropping down again behind Max, so Max got that overtake done. Well done, Max. And Lika's pulled away another 2 tenths in that last lap. So he's going to be losing Shorty soon. Shorty's now out of DRS range. And Lika's going to be closing in on Tommy soon as well. Going to jump down to Izat, who's currently all the way down in 14th place. He's going to be gaining on Stinson soon. So these two are, you know, in the top 3 fastest drivers currently. And they're in 3rd to last and 2nd to last, respectively. Young Stinson and Izat. Izat's on the hards, Stinson's on the mediums. And these guys have got a lot to do if they're going to want to finish on the podium right now. But I'm going to jump back to Anders. Actually, we'll jump to Mats because he's looking pretty close on that gearbox of Simon right now. Vilsek's dropped down to 10th now. So something's going on with Vilsek. I think it could be a setup. I don't know. We see the cars ahead darting around left and right. Simon trying to break the toe. And Matt's looking down the inside there, but he's not going to be able to get it done yet. He does have DRS now, though, and he is pretty close behind. Simon picking the right side of the track. Is Matt's going to break later? He is. Simon's going to let him go. He's going to let him go. A nice bit of driving between you two there. That was great to see. So moving up the field, we've still got third and fourth place pretty close. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Let's see if we can see who that is. It's one of the... It's Castle driving slowly, I think, but he is still coming around the corner though, so he should be okay now. He may have just got a little bit messy out of turn 13. But we've still got this battle going on right now between Lika and Tommy. Lika catching Tommy, just 2/10 behind now, both on the same lap old medium tyres. I thought Tommy was going to go into the pits there. I was going to say that would be a bit too early. But Lika's got a great exit. And he's really close behind now. He's got DRS as well. Tommy's looking in on the left-hand side. Lika moves to the right. He looks like he's got that overtake done already. Yes, he has going into turn 1. Is Tommy going to be able to fight back? No, he's not. And Lika gets DRS again in this 100-meter straight. Pointless DRS, I think. But yeah, Lika's now in second place. Well done, Lika. Yeah, Fifi, no, Havlic's attending to more important matters. He's smoking some ribs, I believe, which obviously is more important than D1, so he's not going to be attending. But he will be joining us for D2, though, so Red Bull are going to be on fire today in D2. Now, I'm going to jump all the way down to Matt's again, because he's still not allowing Simon to get too far ahead. He's still just 4/10 off 7th place right now. He looks like he's managing those hard tyres well. He's not losing too much time. The mediums will be in their prime right now, and Mats is still managing to keep up. Now Vilsek has joined in on this battle for 7th place right now. He's just 8/10 behind on the same lap old medium tyres. Fifi, no, not literally. I mean, unless, I don't know, we wipe each other out and we're engulfed in flames, but figuratively, we're going to be scoring maximum points here today, up until lap 2 when we both spin out. But yeah, a little bit of a lock up there from Maximus as he's going through turn 13. Is he going into the pits? No, he's not going into the pits. And Jan, you are right. Barbecue is always priority when there's good weather. Right, so looking a bit further down, we've got a Red Bull really close behind a Alpha right now. It looks like that's Stinson, so let's jump to him and watch a possible overtake happen. Scotty again. A lot of these drivers go really wide on the exit of 13 and it looks like they're about to pit, but they're not, and Stinson is now really close behind Scotty. Now AJ's pulled away 8 seconds on Lika already, so AJ's got some phenomenal speed right there, and Stinson has got a nice overtake done there. I don't think Scotty's going to be able to fight back there because Stinson's going to open up his DRS anytime soon again, and he will be going into turn 2 now. There he is. He's clear of him, and there's not going to be any overtakes before that unless Stinson makes a mistake. So, moving a bit further down, we've got Matt again not allowing Simon to run away with this. He is still 6/10 behind on those hard 7-lap old tyres, while Simon is on those medium 7-lap old tyres. It's just so difficult to follow in this middle sector here. You know, starting from turn 6 all the way up to turn 12, it's just so hard because there's such a lack of downforce, there's so much twisties, and it's just really hard to stay close behind someone for those 2 reasons. So no one's coming into the pits yet, and we've got Shorty just 2/10 behind Tommy, who's dropped down 1.5 seconds on Lika right now. Sorry, Havoc, I cannot show that type of data. I haven't added it to the interface yet. The only thing I've got is tyre slippage, tyre speed, suspension geometry live, so you know when you're going over bumps and stuff you can see how pressured the suspension is. I've got best lap time, fastest lap, best lap and last lap. I've got throttle, brake, gears, speed, DRS, and then all tyre and brake info in terms of temperature as well, but I do not have the damage yet, but it will be coming soon, don't worry. Now, looking back, it still looks like these two are the closest on track, so we'll stick with them for now. Shorty's in the Alpha in 4th place currently, fighting against Tommy in the Racing Point. That's Izat's teammate in 3rd place. Tommy's got a bit of a fight on his hands here because we can see already that he's pretty close behind. He's going to have DRS. He's switched his ERS to overtake, and he has so much of his ERS as well. You can see the speed advantage that he has right now. It's probably about 5 or 6 miles an hour. He's looking down the inside. He's being a bit hesitant. There's a bit of contact between these two there. He might have lost an end plate. Let's see if he did. That Shorty, no, he hasn't. He hasn't got any damage, thankfully. There was a bit of contact between these two, and while this battle's going on, it's allowed Leaker to pull away 3.3 seconds already. So we've got a lot of drivers on 9-lap-old tyres right now. The rest of them have obviously pitted. We've got yellow flag in sector 2. Oh, it looks like is that Castle? It's Castle. He's gone wide at turn 5. He's going to let these cars pass. I'm not sure if he's getting blue flagged. Wow. There's still some cars behind him as well, so he's going to be getting blue flagged again soon. I think it's going to be Maximus who's going to be coming for him. But yeah, there's a big battle going on up here. So Mats is just 5/10 behind Simon. And he's just not letting him go. I think Mats is the faster driver here because Simon should be pulling away through the sector and not allowing him to get DRS, but that's just not happening, and I think Mats is the faster driver and he's pressuring him a lot. Now Stinson's moved up into 9th place from last already, so don't count him out yet. He's coming. Ooh, Mats getting really messy there on the exit of 13, a little bit of oversteer. And then we've got this really big battle going on here, so we've got Pitch Black fending off Izat, who's fending off Scotty, who's almost fending off Santi if you get a little bit closer. Pitch Black getting really scruffy there, and now Izat's going to get an overtake, hopefully. He's going to have DRS. He's moved to the inside, and he's got that overtake done already into turn 1. So Izat's moved up into 10th now, and he's just got Stinson ahead of him, and there's Castle again getting off the racing line and allowing these cars to pass. Stinson 2.6 seconds ahead, and Mats is still pressuring Simon. This is not going to be well, he's not giving Simon a chance to cool down at all here. Now moving a bit further down, we still have these guys really close. Scotty in the Alpha just 4/10 behind in 11th place right now to Izat in the Racing Point, and behind him Pitch Black 9/10 behind, so not too far behind. Pitch Black made a mistake out of turn 14 there, and that allowed Izat to overtake so quickly, and it also obviously allowed Scotty to make a move on him too. But hopefully in the next few laps we can see Pitch Black's tyres come back to life. They're only 7 laps old, and I think they'll still be in their prime up until around lap 11 or 12. So the gaps are spreading out a little bit, but not too much. Sorry for jumping around the stream like that. We've got Shorty really close behind Tommy now. We've got a yellow in sector 3. That's Castle. Castle's retired from the session, unfortunately. Let's just see if we can see what it was. It's Vilsek who we're going to be looking at. Can't see Castle's. Oh, he's gone deep there into. Oh no, it was at turn 12. Beg your pardon. Really unfortunate. I'm going to jump back to that battle now between Shorty and Tommy. I don't think anything's going to happen here, so what I'll do instead is move all the way down to Santu, who's gaining on Pitch Black. Santu's on 5-lap-old hards, whereas Pitch Black is on 8-lap-old mediums. So I think these hard tyres do warm up after around 4 or 5 laps, so Santi might be on the front foot here, whereas Pitch Black's tyres are going to start to slowly degrade, and he's going to see a little bit of understeer in this sector 2 here. He's pretty close behind as they go through turn 12. Pitch Black's getting a little bit scruffy there as he's going through turn 13, and that's allowed Santi to close up, even though Pitch Black's earlier on the throttle and pulls away. He's gone a bit wider into turn 14 as well, and now we're going to see Santi get DRS, He's switched it to overtake. Let's see what pitch blacks is. His is only on high. You can see how close Santi's gaining here. He's looking down the inside. He's broke a little bit later there, and he's got that overtake done. Good job, Santi. That was a nice, clean overtake there. Now, there was a bit of a switch in positions for 7th and 8th right there, but Simon's got it back. None of the top 8 have pitted yet, and look, Stinson is now already back in 9th place. We saw that, but he's not too far behind now, though. He's only 1.7 seconds behind, and Izat is 3.7 seconds behind him. Just going to quickly check the stream. Doesn't look like there's any drama, so to speak, but thanks all you guys for watching and being really active in this chat. It really helps us out here. So Anders has gone into the pit, so he's the first to pit out of the top 8 right now. He's changing his front wing, I believe, and he's gone on to the hard tyre. Now, where's that going to put him? He's down in 11th. He's in 12th place right now. He's going to get overtaken by Pitch as well. Where's Vilsek? Vilsek is not having a good race today. So Stinson, in Sector 2, I think Matt's made a bit of a mistake there. That's allowed Stinson to overtake him, and now look how close Stinson is on the back of Simon. He's not going to look down the inside here, surely not. No, he's not going into the chicane at 6 and 7. He's not going to do it there, but he is not too far behind as Simon gets a bit scruffier than Stinson did. He touches the grass slightly there. Now that's going to affect him as he's going through this left-hander now, because his right tyre is going to be a little bit dusty. I think Stinson's going to get an overtake done here because he's going to be within DRS range. He's half a second behind, so well within DRS. He's closed up again by a 10th. He's closed him up again there. And here comes Stinson, so let's ride on board with him and see how he gets on. So he's got his DRS open, he's got his ERS set to hot lap, he's switched it down to overtake now to get that extra oomph of ERS. He's looking down the inside and he gets it done. Now where is Matt? Oh, where's Simon? Simon's got it back. Simon has got it back. Stinson is now looking down the outside. Stinson brakes way later. Let's jump to ball. There's a bit of contact there between these drivers. A little bit of contact there, but it looks like Stinson came out on top. Yes, it was, but Simon is not giving up. He's so close behind, he's going to have to lift here. He does lift, as you see. He cuts the corner. He cuts another corner. He doesn't get a penalty, though, thankfully. Stinson goes a little bit wide, but manages to turn in earlier and get another throttle. As Simon gets scruffy, and that allows Mats to overtake him there. Simon was slightly off the racing line there. He must have got on the marbles, and he must have picked up some marbles on his tyres, sorry, and that caused him to lose the rear and the front consecutively, and that caused him to spin out. Unfortunate there, Simon, but you're not out of this race yet. Carter, no, I don't. No, Mats won't be your teammate because Mats has a teammate. It's Maximus. I suppose you just want the Mercedes, but unfortunately, it's already taken. So we've got AJ in the pits now. Let's see where he comes out. He's coming out of the pits now. He's not going to be challenged by Maximus right now. He's going to come out in 4th, and since Maximus hasn't pitted yet, Leaker's going to have to make a decision on his pit stop now. He's not going to have the time difference to undercut Leaker, but he will be under pressure from Shorty, who's only 2.8 seconds behind, and there may be an undercut there if they were going on to a softer compound, but they're not. They're going on to the harder compound. So I think Leaker is going to reclaim 2nd place after everyone is pitted here. Unless there's a safety car, there's always the option that there is a safety car. Now, there is a bit of a battle going on for 6th place right now. We've got Izat on 14-lap old R tyres, and we've got Mats just 4 tenths behind. So Izat must have done an overtake somewhere. Santi picks up a 3-second time penalty. Mats isn't letting him go. Now, Lieka's in the pits right now. So that means, and there you can see AJ overtaking him before Lieka's even actually stopped to put his tyres on. That's how far AJ was ahead. And Shorty has stayed out for now. So Shorty's going to really be pushing right now. You can see he's doing a bit of ERS management too. But if he wants to make a move on Lieka, he's going to have to push hard as Lieka goes onto the harder compound tyre there. So it's looking like a one-stop strategy for these guys. So we've got a yellow flag in Sector 1. Not sure who that is. I think it was just someone going wide. But we do right now... Lieka's dropped down. Ooh! He's having a little battle with Santi, and that's caused Lieka to drop down into 10th. Something must have happened to Lieka there. Hopefully someone in the stream or Havoc or someone can help out. But that's not good. Let's see if we can see any damage as we see Anders overtake him as well. Lieka's got front wing damage. You can see there he's missing an end plate as Anders overtakes him. Now that was on the left-hand side. That left-hand end plate is going to be crucial in Sector 2 and Sector 1. And if he's missing it, he's going to be super detrimented right now. Is he going to come into the pits? Oh no, that's really unfortunate as AJ sets the fastest lap. So these hards are kicking in. They are the fastest tyre right now, the fresh ones at least. Shorty still hasn't pitted. He's on 17 lap old hards. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3. That's a Williams. It's Santi. Santi's gone wide there. Lieka reclaims that position. And Santi's coming into the pit. No, he's staying out. He's staying out. But Lieka is in the pits. What happened there? So let's see what tyres he goes on to now. They've got a front wing. He's going to change his front wing. He's gone on to mediums. He's gone on to the medium tyre. So they're going to fall off in around the last 2 laps of the race. Stinson picks up a penalty. Multiple warnings there. This race has just come back alive. And now Vilsek's getting challenged by Fury. Into turn 1. He's so close behind right now. Scotty picks up a penalty too. We've got a yellow in Sector 2. But it looks like everyone is back on track and okay. Is Vilsek going to be struggling now as well? Bert saying that's a traditional spin for Pingu. I mean Santu, I beg your pardon. Santu picks up a 3-second penalty as well. Lots of penalties. I wish I had Havoc with me right now so you can see what penalties these guys had. But Lieka's come out in last on the track now. He's going to have to overtake his teammate again. And he's got Simon 14 seconds ahead of him. Nightmare at Ferrari today. Both of them could have been on a podium with the amount of practice they were putting in all week. And the lap times they were doing throughout the week, they were so quick as well. Really unfortunate, but I'm going to quickly jump back up to the top because we've got Scotty and we've got Mats in the pits. There we go. So Mats did 17 laps on those hards. He obviously had to pit early, but let's see what he puts on. He's definitely going on for the mediums. Wow, he's in the Toro Rosso, so his pit box is right at the end. He's in the Red Bull, sorry, so his pit box is right at the end. Sorry, Carter, I've just realised it's... Mats is in the Red Bull, but that's because it didn't let him choose his car. So Mats is actually a Mercedes driver, but because he missed qualifying, they just put him in this Toro Rosso here. I can't get my... He's in the Toro Rosso. So yeah, they put him... The game automatically put him in that, but he is in the other Mercedes, unfortunately. Sorry, I see where the confusion was there now. But anyway, looking back up, we've got Anders really, really close behind now. 3/10 behind. Tommy... Both of these guys are on relatively fresh hard tyres. Anders on 5-lap old, Tommy in 5th place on 4-lap old tyres. So Tommy did pit later and that allowed him to come out in front. It's surprising how close Anders is managing to stay behind him here, and I think we're going to see an overtake on the main straight here because Anders is just 4/10 behind. Well within DRS as they go through the detection zone after this corner. He's still close behind that right now. He's going to have a huge slipstream advantage. I'll flick between these two to show you how powerful the slipstream, overtake, and DRS is here. So, we're riding with Anders right now. His speed is 170. Let's wait till he goes under the bridge. It's at 190. Jumping up, it's only 185, so he's got 5 mile an hour advantage there. He's braking a little bit later. They've come into contact. He's spun slightly. Let's see if he can keep it on. He can keep it on, but that has allowed Tommy to pull away. So it was ambitious. I think that was fair racing. It was fair. He looked down the inside. There was space, but he understeered into him, I believe. But they're both still on track, which is the most important thing, and they are both still fighting. So now we've got Vilcek still battling Simon here. Vilcek on 12-lap-old harder tyres. I just feel that if Vilcek does get this overtake done, it's going to be wasted at the end of the race because Simon's tyres are going to be a lot fresher towards the end. There's 15 laps to go, and towards the end, Vilcek is going to be on 27-lap-old hards. Now we've got Stinson battling Vilcek, who's going to be the late breakers. Oof, they managed to go through. Stinson goes really wide there, but they're both still racing though, which is good. Oof, that was really close battle between these guys. I'm glad I caught that. But Stinson is about to pounce on these two unsuspecting drivers. They were battling each other so hard that they allowed Stinson to catch up behind. Stinson on fresh medium tyres. He's so close behind Vilcek right now, as you can see. This is going to be a great battle for 10th place. Let's stick with these guys for now. And let's not forget, Mats, who should be in the Mercedes, is in 13th, not too far behind, as Stinson gets pushed wide slightly there, but he was looking a bit ambitious there. Vilcek broke a little bit later into turn 12. Vilcek getting a huge kick of oversteer, and that is going to allow Stinson to close up right now. Is Stinson going to be able to get the overtake done? He's so close behind. He has a far better, he touches him slightly. He touches him ever so slightly, but he had a far better exit out of turn 14. Now, they're darting left and right, left and right. Stinson is definitely going to outbrake him. He is. He's gone very, very deep here, but so did Vilcek, and that allowed Stinson to get that overtake done. Oh no, Vilcek's hit him. He's hit him, and they're both off in turn 1. Oh no, that's really bad. Oh, young Stinson's retired from the session. Why did he retire? Oh no, and there goes Vilcek, and Lika overtakes his teammate there as well. Oh, that's so horrible to see. The only positive thing that's come out of all of this is AJ with his new wheel. We've got a safety car. We've got a safety car out on track. AJ with his new wheel is going to be getting his first win. Not sure why Stinson retired there. I think he might have been a little bit angry with Vilcek's move. But still, it's not great when we see cars retire. So, safety car out on track. It looks like it's going to pick up AJ. AJ's just pitted. Sorry, I missed that. He's gone on to fresh medium tyres, and that's still put him out ahead of Shorty, and the safety car is going to collect AJ now. So, good move by AJ there. Very tactical move. Best thing he could have done, and he did it. What a fantastic driver. Champion of the world, making the right decisions at the right time. Pitch Black picked up a 5-second penalty. Shorty was already on 3-lap-old medium, so I don't think he needed to pit. He should be okay for the end of the race. We've got Scotty, Santi, and Pitch Black in the pits as well. Let's see if Pitch Black can get out ahead of the Ferraris. He's moving. He's going to be able to. So Pitch Black on fresh mediums is going to be out ahead of the Ferraris. Ooh, let's see if he can do it. No, one of the Ferraris has taken him. Lika's taken him. But Vilcek's pitted. Now, Lika's on 4-lap-old mediums, so Pitch Black, although he doesn't have a speed advantage and outright pace, he will have a tyre advantage. That could play an important part at the end of this race. But yeah, Bert, you're right. Champion of the world, AJ. Making the right decisions at the right time with his brand new Fanatec setup. Good job, AJ. Very good job indeed. Ooh! Pitch getting a little bit messy. You want to avoid that curb at all costs. But we're just waiting for the safety car notification. It's not going to be anytime soon because there's a lot of the drivers still out on track. Vilcek has a long way to go. But all these cars are going to bunch back up. And it is going to allow these Ferraris to get back on the podium, possibly, if they can make a good safety car restart. Safety car not coming in. It's not coming in yet. You're right, Carter. This is very interesting indeed. Very interesting. So, looking at the tyre strategies of these cars right now, we've got AJ and 4 others on fresh medium tyres. That's Santi, that's Scotty, that's Izat, and that's Pitch Black. Now, people who are going to be disadvantaged here, but there's nothing really they could have done because they would have lost track position, is Tommy, who's on 8-lap-old hards in the Racing Point, Izat's teammate. We've got Anders, who's on 9-lap-old hards in Renault. Then a bit further down, we've got Simon on 6-lap-old hards. Now that's not so bad. But Lika, I believe, you know, he's going to be in 11th place, and he's going to be on 5-lap-old mediums. Now, I know these mediums can go the distance. If the safety car comes in on lap 25, then he will be able to get to the end of the race, but I just feel that he's not going to be able to take advantage, or he's not going to be able to push these tyres as hard as he would like, and that's where he's going to be heavily disadvantaged here towards the end of the race, like in the last 5 laps. So the safety car needs to stay out as long as possible. Now we can see Vilsek almost catching this pack. He will catch them. So as soon as they cross that safety car line at turn 11, that's the start of sector 3. We'll know for sure if the safety car is coming in. So they're just going through 8 and 9. 10 and 11 now. And let's see if the safety car's coming in. Safety car is coming in this lap, so here we go. AJ needs to back this pack up and make sure he has a really good exit. AJ always has great safety car restarts. He knows how to play the mind games with the drivers behind, and I think he is going to pull away really, really quickly here. Now he's back in the pack up. You can see he's not letting the safety car get too far ahead. You can still see it, in fact. Here he goes. Now he's slowing down. Safety car's in the pit lane now, and AJ is going to be really tentative about when he's going to restart. And there he goes. Now, he got away. He got away again. He does it so well. Now, I'm going to keep an eye on all of these drivers right now and see if anyone's in position to overtake. It looks like there's a bit of battle going on between Izat and Anders. Izat's taken Anders, and he's got the position overtake done already. Now he has his teammate in front of him. As his teammate gets a big snap of oversteer there, Izat already up to 3rd place. He's going to be battling AJ very, very shortly. Max moves up as well. Scotty down. Anders down, Scotty up, but other than that, it looks fairly stable. Max picks up a penalty, but it's looking pretty stable. It's looking pretty stable on track right now. So a pretty comfortable and steady safety car restart with only 2 position changes, I believe. One of them was a mistake, and one of them was a brave dive bomb by Izat that worked out very, very well. Now, you can see AJ's pulled away quite quickly. He's almost a second ahead. But look how close Izat is behind Shorty right now. Izat is going to be fighting AJ at the end of the race. This is going to be a spectacle. Just coming through turn 30 now. Izat looks in far better control of his car than Shorty's 5-lap-old mediums compared to Izat's 2-lap-old mediums, and he's gonna have a huge slipstream advantage. A far better exit there. Who is it? It's Tommy. His teammate Tommy has come off at turn 14, but somehow Shorty's managing. Izat kept his overtaking his ERS in medium, but he's still got the overtake done. Well done, Izat. What a move there. Now Izat's going to be on the hunt for the Blue Williams. Now, the Ferraris, it looks like Vilsek's going to be challenging Pitch Black really soon. He's in the middle of this Ferrari sandwich right now. Nice line from Vilsek there, as we see Pitch Black getting really scruffy on the entrance into 5. He's getting a bit of oversteer again. This might be an opportunity for Vilsek. He's going to try and outbrake him. It was brave. It was definitely brave. There wasn't a lot of space, but hopefully, yet these guys are still racing, so that's good. Vilsek on the back foot now, but so is Pitch Black, and he might get an overtake. No, ooh, Vilsek getting really snappy again. Both of these drivers are suffering from oversteer right now. Pitch Black needs to watch his tyres on the right side at turn 11. He keeps touching his rear right on that grass there, and that's not going to help him into particularly this corner if he's still got dirt on his tyres. At turn 13, it's a left-hander, so that load in that back right is going to be heated up a lot. It's going to be loaded up a lot, sorry. So he needs to be careful there. But Pitch Black is really close behind Lika. Lika's really close behind Santu. Big battle going on now for 7th place. It looks like they're about to go 3 wide there, but not quite. Lika looking down the inside. Not got the overtake done yet. But Simon is under pressure. Oh, looking down the outside, one of the Williamses, that's Santi, and he's been squeezed out, but it's okay, it's okay. He's let 2 cars go. What's going on with Santi? He let so many cars pass him there. Oh, Pitch Black is gone. Pitch Black has gone. That was super unfortunate there, Pitch. We've got a yellow in sector 2. Still, there's no safety car though. He's going to be back on track hopefully. Oh, really unfortunate there, Pitch. Really unfortunate. Now, I will jump to the race leader at the moment in a second. I just want to see if, yeah, Santi goes wider. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting to see someone suffer from the lack of downforce, and it finally happened. So, moving back up now, look at AJ and Iza. He's not going to get a speed advantage to overtake right now. He is gaining on him, though. Let's just quickly check what it is. 192 versus 184. It's almost 10 miles an hour, but AJ has that position covered. For now, he has it covered for now. Vilsek, something's happened to Vilsek. Trying to see if he's got any damage. Doesn't look like he has, but he's now back in last on track. Now Simon has been overtaken by Mats as well, and now Leek is going to be pouncing on Simon. We're on lap 27 of 35 here at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Second race of the Season 2 for OFR, Online Formula Racing Division 1, where our most elite drivers are racing with 0 assists. Absolutely no racing line. We've had a safety car, we've had the restart, and AJ's managed to pull away. But Izat is not allowing him to pull away too much. He's just 3 tenths ahead, and I'm going to jump back up to these guys now because I think they're going to be battling again. So, there they go. Look how close Izat is now. If it's not now, it's never. He needs to get this overtake done. He's definitely got it. He's got it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He's got his DRS open. He's got his DRS set to overtake. AJ has his to overtake too. AJ's covering it. He's being clever. AJ positioning his car right in the center of the track. Has that affected his exit of 1? No, it hasn't. And he stayed ahead. Great positioning there. You can see what almost fell. Oh, he's not looking down the inside. But no. Oh, and AJ's locked up. AJ's locked up and he's got that position. Oh no, that was a bit of a mistake from AJ there, but he's not going to give up and he's going to be hunting that pink car down. Oh, I think he's going to pull away through this middle sector. I haven't seen AJ follow people too closely through the middle sector, but if he's locked up I think he locked up his front right there, and he's going to be needing that through this sector. We've got a Red Bull in the pits. That's pitch black in the pits right now. Lika has overtaken Simon. Well done there. Yeah, you can see, look, Izat's already pulled away 7 tenths. Good move. And, oh, thanks, Bert, for reminding me. AJ's got a 3-second penalty as well. I'm not sure how many Izat's got, but I'm not switching to the race director now because this is all too exciting. So there's a big battle going on between Anders and Max. Both of them locking up at turn 13 there. Here they come, round 14. And we've got Scotty about to pounce on these guys too. So let's ride on board with Scotty. We might have a good view. No, we won't. We'll switch to Anders because he's really close behind Max now. He's gone down the inside. He's broke a little bit earlier than Max did, actually. Can Max keep the position? There's a bit of contact between these two. Max has still got that position. He's got the inside line as well. Will he be able to outbrake him? I don't think so. He has. Oh, he's braking really late, actually. Great battle, Max. He's fighting for a podium right now. Again, not sure what the penalties are looking like. AJ's retired! AJ's come off! Where has he come off? Oh no! Let's ride on board and see what happened there. I can't see his car anywhere. There it is, there it is. Tommy's coming up to it now. He's gone off. Is he lost the wheel? I'm not quite sure. I don't know what happened there. Oh no, Izat's taken the lead of the race with only 6 laps to go. What happened to AJ? I need someone to give me this info ASAP. Where did he go? Tommy picks up another penalty there. We've got 3 drivers out of this race right now. And we've got Santu gaining on Tommy as well. Look how close these guys are as they're coming into turn 12 there. Santu getting a little bit heated on those rears. Almost coming into the back of him there. He's having to just overshoot the corner to avoid him. It seems like I've missed a pretty big incident. I'm not sure who it was. I must have missed it. I don't know how. But apparently one of the Williams was reversing on track. Gonna have to watch the stream back for that one. But in the meantime, we've got Izat in first right now, and we've got this battle that's still going on between Santu and Tommy, and we've got a battle going on now between Mats and Lika. Will Mats be able to catch up to him? He's a bit far behind. 1.4 seconds. Sorry, the battle is between Scotty and Max. That's who we need to look at right now. Vilsek picks up another penalty. Looking down the inside is Scotty, but he's not going to make that move yet. Mats goes deep into turn 13. Ooh, I think Scotty's about to overtake Max right now. And he's got that overtake done. But will Max be able to brake later and fight back? No, he's not. He's not going to be able to do that, unfortunately. No worries, Havoc. Can see you in chat there. We all miss you. The commentary's not good without you. But hope to see you next week, buddy. Lex, thank you for joining us. We've had a hell of a race so far. We've had 3 different people leading this race. We've had AJ crash out, unfortunately, just 2 laps ago. Izat's now leading. 1 safety car so far. Vilsek not having the best of races, but he's constantly fighting back. And I'm just going to quickly jump to this battle now because Mats is catching Lika. We have Stinson out as well, Lex. Castle's left the session. He was already DNF. We have Stinson out as well. Not sure what happened with him, but he came into a contact with Vilsek, unfortunately. And then I think he just quit the race. It's really sad to see. He was doing so well, fighting his way up from the back of the grid. So that battle between Max and Scotty is still going on. Max is still behind, but he's not allowing Scotty to pull away. And Mats is 8/10 behind Lika, so he will have DRS, but will he be able to make anything of it? Let's wait and see. So he's coming up now through the detection zone. He's 7/10 behind through the detection zone, so he is going to have it. We've got a yellow in sector 2. Oh, it's a Red Bull. Is it pitch black? Oh, he's come off. It is. That's just on the exit of 4, entry into 5. He's come off. Now let me jump back up to this battle here. Mats isn't going to be able to get the overtake done yet. He's going to have to wait slightly. We've got another yellow flag in sector 2. Oh, Matt's getting really scruffy there, allowing Lika to pull away slightly. Remember, a lot of these guys have penalties too, so I'm not sure who is going to finish where. Right, so closest on track, Pitch Black picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's in the pits again. Not really sure what's going on there. How many times is he in the pit? But Pitch Black, oh, is he retired? He might have retired from the session. And Mats has closed that gap to Leica a little bit again, but everyone is quite spaced out on track now, apart from that Williams and Simon, who are battling really hard right now. Let's see where Santi's. He's really close behind him. Simon choosing the inside line here. Santi's going to have a better exit out of this corner, I think. There you go. He's caught up to him slightly, but he's going to be on the back foot here. He's going to get understeer. There he goes. Pitch Black's left the session now. Ooh, look how close Santi's behind Simon now. Santi's on 11-lap-old medium, Simon's on 16-lap-old hards. Santi getting a bit scruffy there, but is managing to keep it on the track and keeping his car pointed in the right direction, which is good. Now, again, we've got Mats and Lika. Again, I'm not sure if Lika has any penalties. I haven't seen it yet. But Mats is within DRS zone right now. That's YWR Northman. He's a bit too far behind, I think, to make an overtake now. Yeah, he's a bit far behind. He will get DRS, though. He's opened his DRS, as you can see. That's the drag reduction system opening wide up, allowing the car to get less drag, allowing the air to flow through. He turns in and he's 7/10 behind still as Santi overtakes Fury. So he got that move done finally. Ooh, as Simon's getting a bit scruffy there through turn 1. And Santi's going to pull away now. So it looks like Izat's going to take this win. He's 5 seconds ahead of Shorty right now. He does have some penalties though. Not sure how many. I must say, Simon is doing a fantastic job. This is his first season in D1. He was D2 last season and he was promoted to D1. Remember that these guys are using absolutely 0 assists, and Simon also uses the cockpit cam as well. So he's racing like an F1 driver right now. Limited HUD, limited view, and he's doing an incredible job at racing against these drivers. He is now one of the few elite. And yeah, he's doing a pretty good job. Now, just to see if there's any more close battles, it doesn't look like it. Mats has allowed Lika to pull away slightly. There's Anders and... No, Scotty and Anders are a bit close, still 1.2 seconds, but we are starting the last lap now. So, unlike our tradition where we always miss the last driver, I'll stick with Izat now so we don't miss him cross the line. He's had an absolutely fantastic 35-lap race. Cuts the corner a bit too much there, but doesn't pick up a penalty, thankfully. He was all the way down at the bottom. He's worked his way all the way back up. He's taken advantage at every opportunity. He was going to have a big battle with AJ. He did have a battle with AJ at the end of the... Well, just after the safety car came in, he managed to catch him up. He overtook him on track, but then AJ spun, I think, or went a bit too deep into turn 2, and that allowed Izat to get that position, and he's kept it. So if he finishes 6 seconds ahead, if he has 3 time penalties, he should be okay. But here we go with Izat as he's coming across the line now. Absolutely fantastic race, Izat. He finishes in first place on track at least. Now we're going to jump down to Shorty to see if he does jump Izat. No, he doesn't. He did have a penalty as well, actually. And he crosses the line in second. And now we've got Anders, who's going to come and cross the line in third. Let's hope he can keep that too, because that was a hell of a race from him. And Scotty finishes in fourth, yes. Here comes Maximus in fifth. Nice to see Max finishing a race and finishing in the top 5. Great work there, Max. And Lika in 6th place. A good job for Ferrari there. Jumps Max and takes 5th place because Max had penalties. Mats finishes in 7th place there, and Santi's going to cross the line now and finish in 8th. Great job for Williams there, Santi. Simon's going to finish in 9th. He's going to jump Santi and get 8th place, so Santi's down in 9th now. And here comes Tommy making up the top 10. Finishing. Now, will Vilsek jump him if there's penalties? Yes, he does. So both Ferraris finish in the top 10 because Vilsek jumped him as Tommy had penalties there. So well done. Great race, guys. A great kick-off to the season as well. Although it is race 2, it was another great race. Really sad to see AJ crash out there. He does have difficulty because he has just got a brand new wheel, but other than that, it was a fantastic race. So we do have D2 starting in just 35 minutes, guys, so please make sure you stay tuned for that. We have D3 tomorrow. We're going to have 2 races because we've got 30 drivers there, so we're going to split them into 2 groups of 15 starting at 7 p.m. BST, and then we've got both Gran Turismo Sport races tomorrow as well, and they're starting at 4 p.m. BST as well. Yes, that's correct. So, just looking at the standings here so we can fill in the results later. Lots of penalties. Anders and Lika, the only one not to get penalties. Wow. Someone had 18. Santi had 18 seconds worth of penalties there. Anyway, see you guys later, and thanks for tuning in. And thanks for all you who joined the stream and have kept the commentary alive here. Thanks very much, guys, and see you shortly.